Hey, what's shaking, everybody? This is Garrett the Cage, and welcome back to Devil May Cry 5 on the Xbox One X. Last episode, as Dante, we defeated the three shadow creatures from V and ended up fighting Vergil. Almost got our butts handed to us a little too much. We were all the way to the last wire there. And in a cutscene, as soon as Dante and Vergil were going to attack, Nero jumped in the middle and stopped them. So let's see what happens.
Kyrie. When I was a kid, I was alone. You and Kratos were all I knew. And now all of a sudden I find out I have a family. What am I supposed to do with that?
You always know which path is right and which is wrong. There's no need to doubt yourself.
Thanks. I guess that's all I needed to hear. I have one last thing to take care of. And then I'm coming home. I couldn't protect Kratos. To this day. I hate myself for not having enough strength. But this time is different. I swear! I'm not letting you die!
Ho 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 ho!
This is curious.
Nero.
What form of power is this?
What the hell?
This ends right here.
Listen to me. I told you already. This is not your...
Ho!
You listen, deadweight. I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences. I'm putting a stop to this sibling rivalry.
You came all this way just for that.
Vergil. V. Whatever you call yourself. Dante's not gonna die here. And neither are you. Do you have a problem with that?
Not gonna die my ass. That bitch slap nearly killed me.
If I beat Nero, then by default, I beat you. Agreed, Dante?
Whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
I'm just gonna lay down right here.
When this is over, I'll make you submit.
Oh.
Father.
Oh, shit.
This has nothing to do with you. Stand down.
with me. It has everything to do with me.
Slow. Nero.
Fuck you. Take me seriously now.
Gotta get used to his double trigger here. Oh, press right trigger to perform a buster. Oh God. This is great.
Or your strength.
Both, you fucking asshole.
That was freaking awesome.
Numbers won't do you any good.
Okay.
Thought you had this, didn't you?
Do that again. Good Lord. Holy crap, even at this speeds, like I'm doing tons of damage, but he is fast. All right.
Say your prayer.
It's past your bedtime.
There we go. Not the cleanest way I could have fought. I got a D. But it's doable. D for doable.
Interesting.
Oh, brother. You cut off your own son's arm for more power, and you still lost.
Enough, damn it! The underworld is taking over. We need to do something before it's too late.
He's right. We need to close that portal. Hey, you lost, so you better do what he says.
I can still fight. But if those roots continue to spread through town, It'll just interfere with our business.
Now, that's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say. Better hurry up. We still got a score to settle.
Evidently.
Wait! Where are you going?
We need to sever the Clifod roots from the underworld itself. Then we'll seal the portal with the Yamato.
Hang on. If you do that, you can't come back.
Why do you think I'm going? Somebody's got to keep an eye on your old man.
You can't just expect me to stay here while you both go
It's because you're here we can go. We're trusting you with things on this side. Capiche?
Make haste, Dante.
Yeah, I know.
Hey! Wait!
Take care, Nero. Adios.
I won't lose next time. Hold on to that until then.
Idiots.
Hoo-wee! I'm still in freaking shock.
About what?
Duh. Your arm? Who the hell grows an arm back? It's just weird. It's like a lizard tail or something.
Look, I don't know, it just grew. I mean, are you kidding me? Lots of weird stuff happened. There were demons and scary plant roots, and arms growing back. Lots of stuff.
Do you know how much love and care I put in that devil breaker?
Nope. This arm? It's nice.
So, how's it feel?
How's what feel?
Saving the man who killed your own father. Heard Dante killed Vergil once.
It doesn't matter. They're both gone now anyway.
It's okay to cry. If you want, Nero, over a loss.
Not cry.
It doesn't make you a crybaby. Does make you a little bitch, though.
It is.
That's great.
You think I'm a demon?
I didn't cry when my asshole daddy died. But... yeah, I know. I wouldn't be here without him, that's a biological fact.
Right.
All I'm saying is, tough guy, it's okay to cry if you want.
I'm
Devils
not
cry.
crying.
Devils cry.
I'm not gonna
Kittens
cry.
cry.
Will you
Meow.
shut up? Will you
Puppies
stop
cry.
it? Look at you. You're nobody.
Why
Nobody.
don't you cry on my shoulder?
Stop
Come
saying
on, cry
cry.
on my shoulder. I know you wanna.
You say cry again. Devil may cry. Fuck.
You said it.
Hey, kitty. Yeah, I'm coming home. Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I got a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, he's got a huge surprise.
You shut up. No, kitty, not you. Nico, you know, and her big mouth. What the hell's your problem? Where'd you learn to drive? Hey, sorry, I gotta call you later. It's time to get back to work. Got an arm. I'm good.
It's a prototype, and this is the perfect place to test it out. Look, you're gonna use it, and it's
It's a work of art. I gotcha.
And it ain't complete without you.
Well, how sweet. Feels good.
Oh, man.
You'll get fixed as soon as we get back.
So, Devil's Cry, huh? Let's hear what that sounds like!
Oh, my God. All right, guys. That was Devil May Cry 5. What can I say? Oh, God. I can say that I can punch and kill things. So... Hold on, I'm gonna pause it. Oh, can I just? I want to kind of let things go before I start talking about the game.
Guess that's the end then.
So all we gotta do is cut this thing down.
That's right. I'm more than capable of handling this on my own.
You're gonna need some help. And someone to keep an eye on you.
Useless pests. They must be ready to die.
That's cool that we actually get to fight together now.
Give them what they're after.
Okay, can I skip all this? I just want to kind of get everything. I want to talk about how great this game is. Give me a moment. Game! Soundtrack. There we go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. That was Devil May Cry 5. Oh, what a gem this was. First of all, I'm really happy I got to play through 1, 2, and 3 prior to 5. I never got a chance to try out 4 yet. I still plan on doing it. This game is legit good. Graphically beautiful. I love the color palette choices. I love the neon colors, the blues, the reds, bright, vibrant on the black backgrounds. Characters themselves looked fantastic. Models were spot on, great looking. There were a couple lip sync I think were a little off in a few spots, or it just didn't look like lips matched up all the time. That's a small thing. Starting off with Nero, let's just break it up into all three of them. So starting off with Nero, first of all, I loved his concept. I liked his moves. And I thought it was great that we started off as him and not Dante to kind of work us into it. I've talked about it a dozen times. I loved playing as V. I loved the concept of V. I loved his voice actor. I liked everything about V. Having basically 2 to 3 different characters fighting for you, doing the moves for you was a super interesting concept. And then obviously Dante is Dante. He had such a variety of styles, of weapons, the motorcycle, the nunchucks, the staff, the double rocket launchers. All that stuff fit so great in this game. The humor was here. I loved Nero being a smartass. I loved Nico being a smartass. I loved everybody and their tonality throughout the whole game. Even V's. It all fits so freaking well. I wish that Lady and Trish played a little bigger part in here. And maybe that would stretch out the game a little bit more. And that would have been okay with me. But I understand why they weren't. It's a little thing. And I thought that the whole blood and doing all the upgrades were solid. There was the one move in there that's like 3 million. I think that's a little ridiculous. That made me feel like it's a cash grab. Because I think you, as far as I remember, you can buy blood with money, like in real world money. And I feel like that was just saying, hey, we're not even going to let you see what this move is until you buy it. And I think I watched Angry Joe, and he said that many orbs was like $20 a pop. So if you wanted one for each of the characters, that's $60 for 3 moves that you don't even know what they're going to do. That's a little extreme. Now, obviously, you could go through here and farm all that. It would be a pain in the butt. The worlds themselves, I liked the change in environments. I thought they were all solid, with a few minor things here and there. Nothing that would sticks out as reminding me that this was a bad level. I also loved the enemy types. They kept it consistently changing and changing for the good, not just throwing more creatures in there or different palette swaps to make the game feel different. It was great. I loved all the different bosses. I thought they were all not only looked great, but they functioned well enough. The AI was pretty solid in this game with very few issues on that. And the game was fairly easy up until Vergil's fight. While I did die a couple times scattered out throughout the game, it was usually because of my own stupidity and not because of difficulty. But I thought all the bosses were great. I love that they allow us to pick certain characters at certain spots. That allows some replayability if you wanted to go back through a different area or go back through that area with a different character. I love that because it lets you mix it up a little bit. Because there is replay value here, especially on the harder difficulties. The story itself was really stinking good. I felt like they did a solid beginning, middle, and end to the game. I feel like they could definitely go so many different directions on the next game. Obviously, Nero is a high priority person now. And we'll probably see less of Dante, but obviously he's still around, and I think he's going to be cameoing in most of the games. It's a hard one to pass up. He is a great character, and I love him. Weapons, I loved all the Devil Breakers that Nero got. Those were fun to use. I loved all the differences. There were times that I wish that you could swap out to a different one, but I understand why. It kind of made you play each one with whatever you were given. So, if you weren't good at one, you'd either burn it up as an attack, or you'd, get better at it. Again, I loved V's attack patterns. I loved using all the different creatures. And I loved all the different things that Dante got to use. I feel like the game was good length. I wish it was longer, of course. Because it's Devil May Cry, and it made me want to keep playing. I have binged this out in less than a week because I fell in love with this title. So much fun. Overall, is it worth playing? Yes. Now, do you have to play the other games? Not necessarily, but you might be lost here and there. I think there's actually an option when you first load up the game that gives you kind of like a Spark Notes version of the game. I may be not telling the truth on that. But I loved that they brought in a lot of stuff from the previous games and kept that rivalry going. Overall, this is a must-buy. It's definitely in my top 10 games in 2019. I have nothing against it. I'll come up with one criticism. There were a little too many load screens. And I think I made comment of that. There were too many times that you'd go into customizations, load screen. Go out of customizations, load screen. Leave the whole menu, load screen. They weren't super long sometimes. Other times they were, but it felt that was a little more jarring. If that could get buffed out a little bit, I think it would be definitely worth it for them to do. And they've already got DLC planned. The Blood Palace, I think it's called, is coming. It looks like it's kind of an arena battle. Oh, and that reminds me, I love the idea that if you don't pick somebody else's path, that while you're playing, you can watch somebody else going through their section of the game. That's such a cool idea. It's unique in its own way, and I loved it. Alrighty, guys, on that note, I think I've praised the game enough. It was fun, great story, great characters, great voice acting, and a superb soundtrack. It's one of these games that is definitely on my playlist for 2019, and on my top 10, I can tell you that already. So, with that in mind, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you can, give the video a like. It does help us out quite a bit. I'll Also, check out the channel because we have tons of videos going on over there. And until next time, you guys stay frosty.